Hi everyone. In today's Portuguese lesson, it's going to be our first part of our food name series. So for those who are subscribed to me since February this year, I've done the family and friends name part 1 this year. And then next year we're going to do part 2. We're going to do each year, we're going to be doing parts of reserved months, February and November, of those things of the series, which is February, which is the family and friends name. Or in November, we're going to be doing the food name series each year. So that's what we are going to be doing. So every time I think about food names during November because it's Thanksgiving season and it's a great season for us to not only eat but to also have time with family and to have gratitude is all I'm trying to say, because it's a season to say thank you for the food, thank you for the family and the opportunity that we have to live, and that we are here in this earth, planet Earth. Even though things happen, we know that that we have our lives temporarily, and our lives are not forever. But have gratitude that we are alive is all I'm trying to say. Before we start with that as well, make sure you please like the video, please. Subscribe to the channel, please. So let's start. Rice in Portuguese, arroz. Arroz. This is how you spell it. A-R-R-O-Z. Arroz. Arroz. A-R-R-O-Z. Arroz. So, before we continue on, I just wanted to also say as well that every time when I think about the food names during this food name series, I always think about two main foods that I usually like to eat, or other people, or some people like to eat as well during this time. Rice and turkey. Those are the two foods that I feel like and I think that people eat a lot during this holiday season, during Thanksgiving. Turkey in Portuguese, Peru. Peru. P-E-R-U. Peru. Peru. That's how you say turkey in Portuguese. It's really good. I really like to eat turkey for Thanksgiving as well. It's so good. So, before we go to the bean one, Brazilians likes to eat a lot of rice, likes to eat a lot of arroz, and bean. So if you hear a lot of Brazilians, like when they say, I want to have that for lunch or I want to have that for dinner, it's because they like to eat those things. They usually eat it a lot in Brazil. Beans in Portuguese, feijão. Feijão. F-E-I-J-A. There's an accent right there. I'm going to go over that in a second. O. Feijão. Feijão. So what is the accent? So for those who do not know what are accents in Portuguese are those marks that always stays on top of the vowels. So you're never going to see those accents underneath the vowels in Portuguese, unless if it's Spanish, then that's a different story. If it's Spanish, then it's underneath the vowels, and then consonants are going to be on the top in Spanish. But if it's in Portuguese, the A right here has an accent, which is, this accent here is called the tilt. So every time, just some other accents as well, we can go over that in another video, but every time if you see an accent on top of the vowels in Portuguese, it's pronounced differently according to what the accent is. So in this accent, the tilt makes it more like a nasal sound. So like, it makes it more like instead of being like the regular A in Portuguese, like arroz. Instead of having the letter A right there, like the A is more like a nasal sound. It's more like That's why that they are accents in Portuguese. So we also have that one that's called the tilt. We have the acento agudo, which is a more open and a more stronger sound, which is also on top of the vowels as well. If it's on top of the A, it's going to be a more open and a more stronger sound. You also have the acento circunflexo, which is closed sound. It's not going to be an open sound. It's going to be a more closed sound. And it's only going to be on top of the vowels as well. So yeah. And then there's only one cedilha. A cedilha is not an accent, and it's only underneath the letter C in the Portuguese language. And it does not start on the beginning. It does not start with a CR, CL, and it's only on the middle. It makes it like an S sound. So that's the only difference with that one. That's the only one, that's the only consonant that has one underneath in Portuguese. There's no accents on the consonants of other consonants. So that's why it's called a cedilha C, and it's not on top of the C. So this is how you spell feijão. F-E-I-J-A. And make sure that there's that tilt on top of that A right there. O. F-E-I-J. There's an accent on this A, which is this tilt A. O. Feijão. Feijão. Alright, so let's do a review here. Rice in Portuguese. Arroz. Arroz. Turkey in Portuguese. Peru. Peru. And bean in Portuguese. Feijão. Feijão. And remember that there's an accent on top of this A, which is called a tilt, which makes it a more nasal sound. Instead of making it ah, it makes it an So that's why that there are accents in the Portuguese language. So like the thing is, sometimes we would just need to understand that there are certain words or letters that involves like to have accents or to have that pronunciation a little bit differently. It's because it always depends on what letter or what's the accent or what's going on with the word or the phrase or the letter. So you know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much that on that one. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you please like the video please. Subscribe for those who are signed in. Subscribe as well. And yeah, I'm gonna try to put some videos out here. I'm sorry that I haven't done that, but I'm gonna probably just start doing videos by reserved months on this channel, and also if I'm not going to be teaching y'all in person. So if I'm not going to be teaching y'all in person, just watch this video. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.